Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwarah, Guru Sakshat Param Brahmam, Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. Namaskaram. If you have to define life in the terms of objective, you would say happiness. If you have to define life in terms of endeavors, you will say pursuit to happiness. Veda says Purushartham as Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha, Chaturveda Purushartham. But all that means happiness, liberation, freedom. So for that freedom, we seek in people, in spouse, in children, in parents, friends, relatives, in actions, in objects. So life is going in search of happiness. We find some, we enjoy some. But if you really touch your heart and see, this is like a never-ending search. Don't need to be ashamed of it. It's not belittling anything that we have. That's where the God is stretching you, because you as a Manushya has the tenacity to seek the fulfillment. Therefore, go for it. But to some stage, this search for the fulfillment becomes so compulsive, so intensive, in a positive way, you feel as if you are lovesick. Sometimes we wonder why the God is not coming down and help us and give this happiness to us. After all, He is the one enacting the drama of life, is He not? Or is she not? See, but it's not fair on Him. Suppose you invite me to a drama that you are performing, you are conducting a drama. So I sit there as a witness, watching the drama that you play, with your kids, with your friends, with your family, with the community. I enjoy the drama, I laugh with you. I shed a tear when you have tragic scenes on it. But is it fair that when you are suffering on the stage, that you expect me to come and rescue you? That's not an etiquette. It's your script, your role, your drama. Why are you blaming me for that? Glad because the consciousness is sitting there and watching the drama. Because if you do something, when somebody is around, you tie up your hair, you look smart, isn't it? So glad that there is a consciousness waiting and watching the drama of life. That itself is good, that we do our act better. But how is that I didn't ask this role? I didn't write the script. I didn't choose my parents. Maybe my wife I chose. How is that I'm responsible for it? Veda says, no, you are responsible for it. Many times before you started script writing, role playing. You can go back and ask, since when I was doing it, I was not aware, I'm ignorant of this, I was not involved in this, you made me this. God says, no, you made yourself. There are 6 things that are called anadi. Anadi means not adi. Adi means first. Anadi means no first. It has no beginning. The God, the Brahman, the Jiva, we are all, the Prakriti, the Avidya, the ignorance, the Kala and Desha. They say the 6 are firstless. There is no point in going and searching it. You can do that. You can do a lot of research. You can question that. It will be never ending. But when the house is on fire, why should I worry about how the fire started? I should go and terminate the fire. Therefore the God Veda says, don't worry about when it started all, this ignorance. You can end it. Is there anything that is no beginning but an end? If you don't know something, some fact about something, I ask you, do you know it? You say, I don't know. If I ask you, since when you don't know it, can you answer it? How can I answer it? Since birth, maybe, I don't know. But if I give the answer, the ignorance ends. See, English also a very beautiful language. Ignorance is not lack of knowledge. That is lack of knowledge. Stupidity, that is. Ignore is a transitive, is a verb that tells you to ignore something which you know that exists. He ignored me. That means he knows you are there and he ignored you, isn't it? The consequence of ignoring something that is existing in you is ignorance. This is not my definition. You cannot argue because it's Adi Shankara's definition. So something we are ignoring that is existing in us, that is ignorance. So if I end the ignorance, can I be free? Yes, I can be free. Say, look, don't drag me into Vedanta. You're putting this rope to drag me in. I'm a simple man. I want to enjoy life happily. Leave me alone. Just make me happy. Okay. See, the happiness is in your contact with the world, with an object, with the people. But what we all do not know is that in this contact, we have a sheath. It's called Bhavana Mandala. Bhavana means imaginative, perceptive. Before you see me, you already, if you know me, you have an opinion on me, you have judgmental on me. All the bad things, good things I've done, all that, filtered. You got a colored glass. Just for Rasam, I tell a little story. So this man sits, retired man, sits on the top of the house every day, have a bath in his room, he sits there. It's a routine, everything happens routinely. His wife will cook, do the naivedyam and wash all the clothes, put in the garden. He's a retired old man, cribbing all the time. He says, look, she never washes the clothes clean. It goes on every year, every day. One day, presto, the clothes were all perfectly clean, white. So when the wife comes up, he says, oh, today you cleaned very well. Yes, I did clean very well. I've been telling you for the last 1 year. He said, yeah, I forgot about it. I cleaned your window today. She had been doing the washing exactly same, but she forgot to clean his window. His window is completely tinted with darkness. This is the Bhavanla. We have a darkness amongst us. We have to clean it. How do we clean it? What kind of brush we need for that? What kind of solution we need for that? So many are there. Free prescription. Karma Yoga, Namasangeetana, Parayana, Seva, Hitam, Priyam, Panchakavyam. This goes on. But then your cleverness comes in you. Okay, I can clean my sheath of Bhavamandala. What about Subbu's? When you talk to him, he may have one. What about that person, this person? After all, we live in a community. That's where the Sathsangam comes in. Satsangatve Nishangatvam. Nishangatve Nirmohatvam. Nirmohatve Nischalasatvam. Nischalasatve Jivan Mukti. Jivan Mukti is, forget the big word, happiness, fulfillment. The fulfillment needs a very clear intellect. The clear intellect needs delusion-free mind, clutter-free mind. The clutter-free mind needs to avoid bad company. Avoiding bad company is in a good company. Satsangam means Sat is coming to Sangam, to join you. Sat is that which exists. I don't want to give a very big definition of Sat as God somewhere sitting there. Something that which exists. What is that exists? Do you know? For anything that exists, you need to have a name, form. Is there a fan existing here? Yeah, there's a fan existing here. You put the light off, you don't see the fan. You may not say a fan exists there. If anybody is existing, I must tell the name and find the person's form. But if I ask you, do you exist? What would your answer would be? Yes, I exist. I put the light off. Do you exist? Yes, I exist. I don't give you a name, form to you. Do you exist? Yes, I exist. So the Sat is ourselves. The Sathsangh is that which exists in ourselves, which we ignore. When did we ever see ourselves? We see in the mirror, we see our face. You ask somebody, how are you today? I'm well. I'm not so well. So what happened? Well, my body is aching. Okay, your body is aching, but what about you? It's my body. You get this complication of my, I, that. So Satsang gives you that. The Satsang we do upasanas, nathopasanas, anthropasanas, yajnam. But one that combines all, that brings a vaibhavam, is Kalyan. Performing Sita Kalyan, performing Valli Kalyan, performing Rukmini Kalyan. Why? Because when you do the Kalyan, you bringing the divinity into our levels of thinking, that to live a dharmic life as a grihastha. Grihastha is very important life. Don't ever underestimate, I am not wearing a kavi, I am not learning Veda, therefore I am inferior to somebody who is renunciating and running around. Completely opposite. That's why all this Rama led a grihastha life. To be a grihastha is to establish dharma. And to enter into grihastha, the legitimate part is Kalyan. You say Kalyanam. Kalyan means basically benevolence, gracious, good. It's not really marriage, but we take this marriage. One such Kalyan, in fact, Kalyan, the right word is Vivaha. See, the word in Sanskrit, the word V, the bijam for the V is to enter, to pervade. Like Vishnu, one that pervades everywhere. Vishvam, into which everything is pervades into. Even the English word visit comes from that V. Vaha is to carry forward. Vahanam. Vaha, to carry forward, to take it away to destination. So Vivaha is to enter, lead and carry forward. What? And to who? And where? These two people, or whoever is getting into Vivaham, have to now carry forward the dharma that is enshrined on the shoulders to take it forward. Vedas, please don't think the Veda just makes you, Vedanta makes you to renunciate everything. No, it gives you to enjoy life. No other religion tells you to enjoy life that we do. Enjoy everything. It tells you good things like, Satyam Vada Dharmam Chara. It will also tell you, Prajatantum ma vayachetesi. Never destroy your lineage. That means produce children. Let your children produce children. Have a long life. Okay, you may also say, somewhere it says, na jayate, na karmanaha. Why can't the Vedas say simply 10 steps, like 10 commandments? Everybody can follow, simple rule. Why it's complicating it? Like other religions, we don't have it. It's because Vedas are for every one of us. No two one is the same. Our level, our needs are different, maturity is different. Therefore it gives you, it's like a huge tree with so many branches, so many flowers and fruits, with a different taste, different caliber. Pick up and eat. Of course, once you start enjoying it, it takes you away and tells you exactly who you are and what you do. So one such Kalyan is Radha Kalyan. So some of us got this fortunate little thought that something that we should do in a satsang as a Radha Kalyan to go. This is a very special one because, it may be surprised to some of you. The purist will say that neither in Mahabharata and Bhagavata or in major legends there was ever a character called Radha. If you take Sita Kalyanam, you are Sita marrying to Rama. It's in Valmiki, it's a whole kandam is there. Kambar gives you 11 chapters on this Sita Kalyanam, so you have that one. Valli Kalyanam, of course, so many we know. Meenakshi Kalyanam we know. Rukmini Kalyanam we know. Radha Kalyanam, Radha was not a character anywhere there. There are other people will say, yeah, no, but there is a Purana called Brahma Vaivata Purana. In the Purana, there is this Purana. Purana means Pura Nava Api. See, Vedas are so complicated. If a Veda allows for other scriptures to come, to take the Vedantic truth and translate it. So, Idihasa came in. Idihasa. This how happened. That's history. Idihasa. Puranas are exaggerated stories and legends, but to give you what is always modern. Pura, old, Nava, modern. Abhi, always. How can anything said 5,000 years before or 1,000 years before can be modern today? Is it logical? Yes, it is. If you speak the truth is always fresh, isn't it? Truth is always fresh. So Purana gives you a truth. So the truth has to be extracted from this. So this Purana, very quickly, cut me off when the time is up. This Purana called, this Purana introduced what's called a Golokam. Golokam is the loga of gods. So the Radharani is the queen of that loga. And she loves Krishna, of course. So once she goes to Krishna to see him, but as ever, he was playful, frolic. He was going around and playing with one of his wives. By the way, he got 16,000, the count is right, 234 or something like that. Wives. Legend, history, anyway. So she goes there to find, as soon as she comes, Krishna makes the Viraja into a river and then goes under the river, escapes. Missing him, she cries and comes back, and Krishna comes in front of it, shouting, Radhe, Radhe, Radhe. Oh, where were you? Searching for you all along. Yeah, his poi is pouring from his eyes. Rukmini, Radha knows it. She gets angry, she pushes him aside. The argument happens. Sudama is watching all this. Sudama is his friend. But Radha gets angry and goes back. Because Krishna makes another big lie. After now seeing you, I would never see any other woman. Okay? It's a big lie. And he got really annoyed. She went away. She goes away. But she couldn't resist not seeing him. So she sends a message to a friend of hers. Send a message to Krishna. This goes on in this Purana. Krishna says, oh, I am also looking forward to that. But by the way, I've been loafing around for you. My legs are aching. Can you please come to Vrindavan? So she goes there. Sudama, who had been watching this drama before, he got upset because he wants always Krishna to be happy. But the Radha did not make Krishna happy. So Sudama did not let Radha to come inside the Vrindavan. So Radha punishes him by cursing him that he would become a demon. And he returned curses here that you will always be longing for Krishna. Of course, Krishna comes in and then he consoles them, and Sudama has got a rebirth and he got another Purana. He comes as Asura, he got killed by Shiva, and the story goes like this. And she comes to Vrindavan as not knowing an unknown gopi, she was there. This could be a story written after Bhagavatam, we don't know. But it's very beautifully putting that Bhagavatam, why Radha was not there, because she had been cursed to be unknown. But you and I should think very happily about it, because Radha is not a character, Radha is you and I. It's not just a woman. Every man, every human being is Radha. How many of us are known in this world? We are so small, aren't we? Many times you think nobody knows us. We just go on over life. Radha was like that. Only those, we don't need to be in front of big gods and big gurus and get ourselves noted. We are somewhere in the corner See, my father always used to say, I go to the temple, he says, don't need to pay tickets, it's not that you need to see the God. God must see you. So sit any corner you want, just pray for him, he will see you. Radha employs the technique. So I would put that thing to you to drag you back into me. So based on this Purana, Jayadeva, a great poet in Odisha in Bengal, he wrote a beautiful compositions in Sringara Rasa. History says that was a time he was actually in love with the dancer. It's like a movie. The story is like a dancer called Padmavati. So he marries her at her request because she's a beautiful dancer, and he is a Krishna premi. So he writes songs. He says, my Vang Devata is Krishna himself. Therefore, the song is written by Krishna. Therefore, it is a Gita Govindam, he calls it. But because it is written in a dance tune, dance is Meena Menu, you have to write in certain steps. Ashtapati is one of the dance steps. So in Ashtapati is written. Therefore, it is also called Ashtapati. So it becomes a beautiful singing, dancing repertoire all the time. And also it is a very interesting time in history, because there was a time the Shankara's Advaitic philosophy also had been completely taken apart by other dry intellectuals. Shankara, having given all those wonderful Advaitic philosophy, also wrote Bhajagovindam, also wrote slogans. Why? Because he said, look, you have to have your moving heart, mellowing heart, pray, bhakti without Shraddha, there's no jnana. But the philosophers who like to talk about intellectual superiority, they took apart, they went on talking about dry philosophies. Who am I? Consciousness and everything. On the other end, the ritualistics took over the ritualistic aspect of it. They forget about the God, love, it's about rituals. So to bring back that one, you need Navarasa approach. Shringara Rasam, who doesn't like love? So in these songs, he has written, okay, if you read it as a poetry, it's so beautiful, so sensual. But even sensual pleasures in our life, in our dharma, is very pious. No other relationship can be compared. Even mother-child relationship is slightly lower than a husband-wife relationship. Because there you share everything. Of course, we get differences after some time in marriage. That happens. But we need to regenerate this one. Same with the youngsters in these days. Marriage becomes a kind of a tick mark in the time plan. I'm planning, I got my career, I got my house, I'm buying a flat, I'm getting a promotion. By the way, I'm getting married. Yeah. We are sometimes helpless, we watch this happen. There are some parents who say, marriage is not happening at our home. Eligible children are there. But these are all very genuine concern that we all should have, because we all committed to have dharma in this world. Dharmic life requires married life requires this kind of a situation. That's why Radha Kalyanam, by doing that, we bring that jubilation in our mind. The other important difference is in Sita Kalyanam or Valli Kalyanam, there will be a Ponnathikara, Maplathikara, you'll have two different bride and bridegroom side. You basically enact like you do a normal wedding. A lot of fun. That's fine. Everybody is an observer. Come and eat. Enjoy the music. Radha Kalyana, no. Every one of you is Radha. Every one of us is Radha. You're all married to Krishna. Because why? Radha is not a embodied character. It's not somebody. It's us. Radha is, if Krishna is the song, Radha is the air that brings the song. Understand? If consciousness is Krishna, the thought is Radha. But there is one important point in this, the Shringarasam, because in everything else, we pray to God, please come and save me, wait for the God to come. Even mother will wait for child to come. Only in love, only in between a husband and wife or a lover and a love lady, the fight can go either way. There is no superior, inferior on it. In this Ashtapadi, she asked for Krishna to come. It ends with Krishna coming and begging to Radha, I am at your feet. Can you take your, it's beautiful poetry and we need another day to talk about it. You take your toes, with your toes, can you take a tilakam on my forehead? He's crying on his feet. Can a God come and cry at the devotee's feet? Okay, it's a love affair is fine, but in a real affair it happened. Yes, it does. Do you remember the story of Sundarar? Some of you know, Sundarar was one of those great saints. Shiva comes and drags him. So all that is possible. Radha is a Jivatma, Krishna is Paramatma. So this kind of satsang, we may be in different part of this world, but I think we are one community. Vasudeva Kudumbakam. Now he has come from with the Periva's message. Thank you so much, sir, for sharing that one. So yeah, NRI is not just in US. We have a big community here as well, strong community as well. Periva knows it. I tell Periva as well when we go there. We will work together on this, and we want to have this kind of satsangam to happen more and more. Should I say many happy returns, Raj? That's the way to do it in this kind of. Sorry. Yeah. So thank you so much for it. Yeah.
We'll take 2 minutes for the Divadne and then we'll have prasad and in 15 minutes we'll start the meeting.